Hello and welcome to the CASTA Virtual College Fair. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is Dan. I'm going to be your facilitator for tonight. And before we get started, I just have a couple of quick housekeeping announcements. First things first, all of our reps encourage you to ask questions throughout the presentation. Feel free to do so using the Q&A button on your Zoom toolbar. You can type your questions to our presenters at any point in time. Feel free to address any of them, or if you have a question for a specific college or program, feel free to address that particular program. For everyone in the audience, your camera and microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you. Also, a quick reminder to sign up. We have this session and 2 more hours of programming tonight, and plus we have the fair during tomorrow. So you can feel free to sign up for additional sessions and continue to participate at that same website, strivescan.com/CASDA. We'll be recording this session and all of our sessions tonight and tomorrow. So if you can't catch that, feel free to check out the recordings that will be available on that same website later in the week. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our first college, Bryant and Stratton College. Take it away. Thanks.
Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now. Hi, everyone. So my name is Alicia. I do work at Bryant and Stratton College in Albany. Primarily what my job is to work with high school students like yourselves and kind of just describe some different things about Bryant and Stratton College and what we do here, and also help you with the transition from the high school environment into the college world. For those of you who have never heard of Bryant and Stratton College before, or maybe you've heard of the local campuses, we actually have 19 total locations. So the campuses that I represent are in Albany and Saratoga. And then we have them in Western New York. We have an online division. We also have campuses in Ohio, Virginia, and Wisconsin. We have been around for 160 years. So our first campus was actually built in 1854 in Buffalo. So we've been helping students for 160 years after graduation. We are regionally accredited, which means that you are receiving a quality education and that your credits are transferable. So that means that other institutions are going to recognize your credits, but also employers as well. We do have career-related programs. So that means that some non-major related courses are eliminated from your program. Yes, you will have a math, you'll also have a writing, you'll have a psychology, stuff that everyone has to take, but those classes are geared towards what you actually want to do and the career path you want to follow. Speaking of career paths, these are some degrees that we offer. Like I said, we do have 19 campuses, so some programs are offered elsewhere and some are offered here, but these are the ones in the Albany area. So you can see here we have diploma, associate degree, and bachelor degrees. Primarily, our students come for the associate and bachelor degree programs. These are all of the categories. So we have them in business, healthcare, human and legal, and technology. And we have a lot of hands-on programs as well, so we can talk more about that. And then we do have these 2 bachelor programs over here, or you could transfer our credits elsewhere because of the accreditation. We also have small class sizes. If small class sizes is something that is for you, you primarily prefer to be in a smaller class size so you can learn a little bit better, maybe you can focus better that way, this is definitely the environment for you. We never have more than 10 to 15 students in a major related course, and then you may have 20 to 25 in some course that everyone has to take, but it will never exceed that, and that is so that you get that hands-on experience in the classroom with your professors. All of your professors are either in the field currently or have been in the past, so you get that one-on-one experience with them. You also get an internship, and every single student that attends Bryant and Stratton College has to complete an internship with us. That way they can receive that experience before actually entering the workforce. We do also have career services for life. So once you are a Bryant and Stratton College graduate, you have our services for the rest of your life to help you gain employment. You can earn an associate's degree in less than 16 months with us, which means that you can start working sooner rather than later. If you have questions about that, we can definitely chat more about how that will work. We do have a career life prep student experience, and this is basically our student experience for you to help make sure that you are on the path to be successful within your career, but also within your life in general. We do have affordable class options, and this is a lot with financial aid, so I don't want to go too much into this. If you are a senior and you have not completed a FAFSA yet, we do have FAFSA nights, so reach out to us, let us know if you'd like help with your FAFSA. We also have scholarship opportunities, and scholarship opportunities are everywhere, so always look for those. We have academic, athletic, we also match scholarships, and we do have early acceptance scholarships as well. We are also military friendly. So if you plan to go in the military or you plan to have military benefits passed along to you, we accept those. And I mentioned athletic scholarships. So these are some of the scholarships we have and some of the programs we have for athletics. We have men's and women's basketball, men's and women's soccer, baseball, and esports. Esports is competitive video gaming, and it is brand new to the college. We are currently recruiting for all of these programs. Once again, if you're interested in these, let us know. We do have a free college class for seniors. This class begins May 5th. For juniors or sophomores, once you begin your senior year, you will be eligible for this course. We do run it 3 times a year. So we do have some opportunities for you to take a class in business, criminal justice, medical assisting, or psychology. And the class is completely free. The only thing you pay for is your book and your transportation. And then once you receive a B or higher, you can receive 3 college credits to either use for your program here or transfer elsewhere. Here are some links to apply for our program. If you want to take a picture of this, you most definitely can. If you want to reach out, I will send you the link in the chat. And we are completing virtual visits and campus tours. We understand that touring a college is super important when you're making that decision. So we have multiple options for you and your family. And then this is my contact information. If you'd like to reach out to me, you can give me a call with my direct extension here. If you feel more comfortable texting me, you can shoot me a text message. Just let me know your name and where I met you. And then my email address is here as well.
All righty. Let me just share my screen here.
Take it. Thank you, Alicia. Take it away, Jack.
There we go. Sorry about that. All right, everyone. My name is Jack Knights. I'm an admissions counselor at Canisius College in Buffalo, New York. I'm also a 2017 graduate of Canisius as well. So Canisius College, we're located right in the city of Buffalo. So we are an urban campus, but as you can see there from a picture of our main quad there, we still do have the traditional college campus looking buildings and sort of setup, sort of our own little island within the city. Something a little bit unique about Canisius, all of these buildings that you see in this picture here to the right, they're all connected underground by a tunnel system. So in Buffalo in the middle of February, you can go to class in shorts and a t-shirt, which is definitely nice to stay out of the snow, stay out of the elements, even if it's raining, no excuse not to go to class with the tunnel system there. So just a little bit about Canisius. So 2,300 undergrads, so we're a smaller school, and then we also have a graduate program. We have majors in a lot of different things. We're a liberal arts school, so all of the liberal arts, as well as some of the other signature programs that I have down here. Our pre-med and pre-law acceptance rates, you can see those. They speak for themselves. You get a lot of personalized attention from your professors being in the smaller class sizes. Our average class size is 30 students. Our average class size is 17 students. And the largest class you'll ever be in is with 30 students for like your freshman and sophomore year. While being a smaller school, we are still Division I for all of our athletics. We play again in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference with a lot of schools in the New York City metropolitan area, as well as some upstate schools like ourselves. Siena and Albany is part of our conference as well. But talking about being in the city, where we're located in the city, there's a lot to do outside of just campus. We really want our students to embrace the city of Buffalo for all that it is. And it's great because it's a college town and a city all at the same time, just because there's so many other colleges, 6 other colleges and universities in Buffalo. So a lot of the things that go on in the city are based towards that demographic of people. And we're right in the middle of it with 2 of like the young people's neighborhoods, really close to us within a mile of campus that students will like to spend their free time in. So it's great to be in a city, not only for your personal life, for your social life, but also for your professional life with lots of internship opportunities. And then also for community service is a big part of Canisius as well. We are Jesuit school. That's the order of priests that run our campus. So the Jesuits, their motto is people for and with others. So in everything that we're trying to do it for the greater good. For one example of that is last year we had 35,000 hours of community service by our students, and there's no requirement for community service on our campus. So it's really built into the DNA of a Canisius student to try to give back to your community and be a part of something bigger than yourself. Some of our other programs I want to highlight here tonight. Our business school is nationally ranked. Our accounting and finance program, both in the top 7% nationally, according to U.S. News and World Report. Accounting #1 pass rate on the CPA exam. All of our business students are able to get their MBA in just 1 year after graduation from Canisius. We also offer 1-year master's programs for Canisius graduates in computer science for cybersecurity, as well as sports management for our sports administration program. So I'll talk about that now. So we're 2 sports majors, sports broadcasting. We have a partnership with ESPN. So all of our Division I athletic events are hosted on the family of ESPN networks. So our students use the same exact equipment that ESPN uses for all of their broadcasting. So you get that experience. You get to put those 4 letters on your resume, which is great if you want to work in the sports business. And talking about sports business, sport management, we have great relationship with the Buffalo Bills and the Buffalo Sabres. And then also the other pro sports teams here. We have the NLL, which is the Indoor Lacrosse League, the Bandits, and then also we have a AAA baseball team in Buffalo, who are the affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays. So lots of really good experiences in those 2 majors. And then the last one I want to highlight here is animal behavior, ecology, and conservation. It's a unique major. We're one of 6 schools in the country that have it, but it's for students that want to work with animals, but don't want to go to vet school, work in a zoo, work with companion animals, or do different research with animals in their natural environment as well. So here are some admissions deadlines for you if you're a junior right now. So we have priority consideration if you apply by December 1st, and then we're rolling admissions thereafter. The past couple of years, we've done a visit and apply grant, where if you visit and apply before December 1st, you get a $2,000 scholarship. So something to look for. Hopefully we'll do it again next year. There you see our middle 50% of our class that came in last year. So about a 3.5 or a 90 on the GPA. And then there's, you see the ACT and SAT scores. We don't require either of those. We are going to be test optional next year. But the thing that they can help you out with is your scholarships. And here's our scholarship chart. So you don't have to do anything extra to apply for any merit scholarships at Canisius. The first thing we'll look at is your high school average. And then let's say that you have a 92 GPA and then you score a 1250 on the SAT, we'll give you that higher scholarship. But again, we are test optional, so that is not required. But feel free to take a picture of this if you want. It's a good chart. This is for this year, so obviously subject to change for next year if you're a junior and planning to apply to Canisius. There's my contact info. Feel free to shoot me an email or hit me up in the chat here or in the Q&A rather. If you have any questions about Canisius, or feel free to give me a phone call as well. But thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Jack. Next up, we've got Dominican College. Take it away, Monique.
Hello, everyone. My name is Monique. I'm one of the freshman admissions counselors here at Dominican College. I'm also a proud alumni of Dominican. So just going to get into the presentation, give you guys a little bit of insight into Dominican and show you what we have to offer. So we are a very small school. So we have around 1,800 students on campus. We are located in Rockland County, New York, so very close to New York City. We're about 17 miles north of New York City, something that our students really love. They have the opportunity to head into the city for internships, different events that we may host, and they definitely have the opportunity to take advantage of the closeness of the city. We have 17 Division II athletic teams. That's something I'm going to get into a little bit later, but students really do love this because they do have the opportunity to have additional scholarships and play for a team on campus. Even though we are a very small school, we have a 64-acre campus, so everything is nice and spread out, but definitely within walking distance for all of our students. We have 3 academic buildings, 3 residence halls. We have our gym, fitness center, library on campus. So everything that a a bigger or normal institution would have as well. One of the really cool things about Dominican is that 100% of first-time, full-time freshmen will receive some type of scholarship or financial aid. So for our scholarships, that can range anywhere from $6,000 to about $18,000. And even for students that may not be able to apply for financial aid because they may not be citizens or maybe their parents aren't citizens, that's not a problem. We definitely work with all of our students and families to make sure that Dominican College is something that's feasible for everyone. Since we are a pretty small school, a lot of our class sizes are very small and intimate. So at most, you'll probably have around 25 students in a classroom. As you get deeper and deeper into your major, your class sizes will shrink and you'll be able to definitely have a more one-on-one relationship with your professors and your peers as well. So we have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio. These are a list of some of our majors. Within these majors, we also have various specializations. We are a liberal arts institution, so we do have a little bit of everything depending on what students are looking for. Some of our most popular majors, I will say, are criminal justice, business, definitely the health sciences. We have a bio pre-med track, pre-occupational therapy track, as well as a pre-physical therapy track. Nursing is also super interesting for a lot of the students as well as education and social work. Dominican College was actually founded as a teaching college for the Sisters of St. Dominic. That's how we got our name. And these are our undergraduate programs, but we do have some corresponding graduate programs for students as well. For business, we have a one-year track for MBA, so that's something that a lot of students definitely love as well. We have a physical therapy doctorate program, as well as occupational therapy master's program. We also have a master's for nursing and doctor of nursing practice program. So student life at Dominican is definitely something that's pretty great and enjoyable for a lot of our students. Definitely some of the important things is we really do push leadership and community at Dominican. So whether that's in the form of students joining campus clubs or doing anything as part of our leadership programs, we definitely highlight that for students so that they can help build the skills that will benefit them in the long run. So we've had over 500 internship opportunities for our students, as well as career service counseling. Our career service office is definitely really awesome. They provide a lot of services for students in terms of helping them with their resumes, cover letters, especially with interviewing. They do mock interviews, as well as provide different seminars to make sure that our students are definitely prepared when they're going out into the workforce. We also have something that's pretty cool. We have a closet for students. So for any of our students that may not have any professional attire, they can always borrow something from our closet and go out on their interviews and put their best foot forward. We also have our Charger Leadership Institute, which is something that we have implemented to help students build some life skills, as well as build skills for when they are going into the workforce. We have 30+ clubs and student organizations, and this is something that definitely is a highlight for Dominican. We love to push our students to get involved in the campus community as well as the outside community. So our clubs range from anything having to do with community service. Some of them have to do with academics, and some of them are just things for fun, like anime and gaming. We also have guaranteed housing for all 4 years for students on campus. So we have 3 residence halls for students to choose from, anything from suite style living to single rooms. There are definitely a lot of different options. We also have on-campus counseling, healthcare, tutoring, and support services for students on campus, and it's all free, no additional charge for any of our students. In terms of athletics, we are Division II, and these are just some of the athletic programs that we do have for students. So baseball, softball, basketball, cross country, golf, lacrosse, lots of different options for students. Whether they're recruited or not, they can still reach out and have a shot to play for any of our school teams. And if students don't want to play on a Division II level, that's fine as well. We definitely have intramurals for any of our students that would just like to kind of play for fun or, just enjoy their time playing. In order to apply to Dominican, it's a very easy process. Students can apply on the Common App, or they can also apply on our Dominican College website. They can use our fee waiver code, which is WAVE 2021. In order to apply to Dominican, students don't need to send in any type of test scores. All we would really need is your high school transcript. We are test optional, and we've been test optional for a while now, so very simple process. For our tuition, this is our tuition. Something to highlight, our average financial aid package is around $25,000. That's already over our almost half our tuition. So definitely something to highlight for students. Having a virtual open house coming up soon. So if you're interested in more information, definitely feel free to check that out. And this is my information. If you guys have any additional questions, I'll also put my information in the chat so that you guys can reach out.
Great. Thank you very much, Monique. Next up, we have IE University.
Hello, everyone. 1 second. And welcome to IE University. So my name is Elsa Bustani, and I'm the local representative of IE University in the Northeast. I graduated from IE in 2020, so last year. I did a master in management, and like many different students, I didn't hear about an international university in Spain before. And I didn't have any idea of what kind of future you can get out of the different accreditation. So we are an international university based in Madrid. We have 32 international offices across the world. And with that, we have a huge global community and global prospect with 7+ accreditation, which means that you can work and study literally wherever you want after IE University. Our students come from across, I think, more than 140+ nationalities, and they worked in more than 60 different countries upon graduation. So what kind of classes and programs do we offer at IE? We have various bachelor programs from business administration to, to computer science or artificial intelligence, to design, architecture, science as well. We also offer the opportunity to combine 2 degrees. So we offer dual degrees in, for example, business administration and international relation and economics, business administration and data and business analytics, etc. Usually our dual degrees are 5 years long, when our single degrees are in 4 years long. All of our classes start in September, are entirely taught in English, and classes could be based in Segovia or in our tower in Madrid. So what about our students? What kind of students are we searching for? Where usually we search for students that have an international background, because every year we welcome students from over 50 different educational systems. 75% of our students are international students, which means that 3 students out of 4 are actually not Spanish. There are more than 45 different languages spoken on campus, and we have 130+ nationalities in our undergraduate student body. In total, we're a small university. In our undergraduate student body, we have an average of 4,100 students. So what about the student profile? Well, we're searching for students that are passionate, disruptors, leaders, and that have an international background or a desire for an international career. Well, meet our campuses. At IE, we offer 2 different campuses, but 1 single IE experience. So on the one hand, we have a campus in Segovia and 1 in Madrid. So our campus in Segovia was and is still listed as a monument from the UNESCO It's a preserved heritage. It's actually older than the United States. It's 900 years old. It's an old convent that we converted into a campus. If you have a couple of pictures of the campus inside, those are a couple of pictures of Segovia as a city. So Segovia is like 35 minutes away, minutes away from Madrid. It's a historic town. There's like a castle that inspired the logo of Disney that is in Segovia. We have a ski we have a ski route that you can use. You can also hike close by. And then our campus in Madrid. So our campus in Madrid is very, very vibrant. It's in the center of the financial business district. We have a lot of different facility, and actually this is our new tower in the center of the financial district of Madrid. It's a 30-floor tower. It was made with sustainable material and operates with renewable energy. And it's the greenest vertical campus in the world. So we're very proud of it. And at IE, we are very, very, very flexible as an institution. We want you to tailor your IE experience and to make sure that no matter where you start, you end up going exactly where you should be. So you have a couple of elective and advanced seminars that you can pick. All of our students have access to 1 or 2 international exchanges opportunity. We have opportunities with Cornell, McGill, UCLA, London Business School and university all over China, India, and more than 160 different countries. You also have the opportunity to go for an internship. It's part of your experience. In most of our degree, you should go for 6 months of internships. We have a career portal and a career assigned advisor that will help you along the way. You also have access to something called the IEU Labs in your very first year and second year at IE, where you will have the opportunity to work with the company scholars and your classmates on a real life project. So for example, last year, the communication lab worked with Twitter on the campaign, on the municipal campaign of Madrid, and students had the opportunity to work on the content and generate the strategy, and it was great. So those are an example of all the labs that we have: the tech lab, finance lab, social lab, slow fashion lab, policy lab, etc. You can pick your lab, even if it has nothing to do with your degree, to learn and broaden your prospects and join and network, of course. So as I mentioned, we have a lot of partnership, more than 160 different partners internationally. You can pick and apply and go for a semester or 2 abroad. We also have a joint summer program with Bryan University, so all of our students can take it, and the credits are transferable at IE. It's a 2 weeks intensive class on social innovation hosted by both IE and Brown in the campus of Brown in the US. And this is something additional to your opportunities for exchange programs. We also have a lot of opportunity to network and meet like-minded individuals. We have an app where all of our students publish all of the events happening on campus. Whether we're talking, we also have our own newspaper, and we have more than 5 different podcasts on campus. So no matter what you're interested in, whether we're talking about a career interest, a hobby, or a sport, you will find the right community at IE. So in terms of ranking, we're the first university in Spain, the 7th in Europe, and we're the 23rd one internationally. So this is IE University, and if you have any question, you can reach out to me at any time. Thank you.
Thanks, Elsa. We got some great questions in the Q&A too, so thank you for those. Keep sending them in. I'm going to turn it over to Manhattan College next.
All right.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this evening. My name is Evelyn. I am one of the counselors here in the Office of Admissions and Financial Aid. Here to tell you a little bit about Manhattan College. For those who are not familiar, Manhattan College is located in the Riverdale section of the Bronx. We are 35 to 40 minutes away from Midtown Manhattan. Which makes New York City extremely accessible to our students, and our students are taking advantage of the many extracurriculars and the internship and job opportunities because of our location. We are a fair-sized institution. We do have 3,600 undergraduate students. This does include our transfer student population and what, as I mentioned, would like to call a fair-sized institution with an average class size of 23. Our student population is diverse. We have all 50 states and 63 different countries represented. Our Multicultural Center is the hub for diversity programming throughout the year and offers students an array of activities to participate in. We have over 100 different student organizations that include student government, finance club, the performing arts, and intramural sports and club sports that our students can participate in. We are also a Division I institution and offer 19 different sports for both men and women. Our students also have the opportunity to immerse themselves in service at the college. It is a very large part of our mission. Our students can participate locally, but away as well in the country and abroad, which is just one of the many opportunities our students have to travel abroad. Here at the college, we offer 5 different disciplines and programs within each 5 disciplines. The O'Malley School of Business, School of Education and Health, School of Engineering, School of Liberal Arts, School of Science, and our students have the opportunity to apply to one of these schools of studies. We do have undecided tracks available within each discipline, but we also have a general undecided track within the School of Liberal Arts. Our students have until the end of their sophomore year to elect a program. We also offer 5-year graduate degree programs in 4 out of the 5 schools here at the college. We also have those additional pre-professional programs for a student who might be interested in a career within the medical field or the healthcare fields once they complete their undergraduate studies at the college. You'll be working with an advisor from the very first moment you step onto campus, and they'll pretty much keep you on track for that 4-year graduation date. And if you are considering diversifying your area of study, whether that's a double major, concentration, or minor, they're there to work with you throughout your time at the college. As I mentioned, all of our students have the opportunity to study abroad no matter the program of study. The biggest difference is when. Traditionally, our students are studying in their fall and spring semesters, but we do also have summer and winter intersessions. We have had students in Europe, we've had students in Central and South America, we've had students stay within the States. There is no limit to where our students can go. And while right now you might not be thinking about studying abroad, it's something we definitely encourage. The only bad thing about studying abroad is that you have to come back. We do offer housing on campus. We do offer suite style and traditional style on campus. It is guaranteed all 4 years, and we do not have a first year housing requirement for students. I always mention that while students can have a vehicle on campus, it's nice to know that you do not need one given the means of transportation surrounding main campus. But again, it is there for a student who would like the opportunity. We also have a first year living and learning community for incoming freshmen. The program itself is meant to make the transition into the first semester, the first year really as seamless as possible. I do feel it serves as a buddy system as they are meeting with students within their same academic area of study and participating in a number of community-based learning and excursion activities prior to arriving to campus. Return on investment is a pillar at the college we enjoy highlighting. Manhattan was named #1 most transformative college in the country last year. This year, we remain within the top 10, meaning we have the ability to change the lives of our students. Okay, about 90% of our graduates are reporting to being employed within 9 months or less. And about 87% of our alum are reporting being employed within the field of study that they pursued at the college, which is extremely important. About 83% of our students will have some sort of career-related experience by the time they graduate Manhattan College. For those students who are just walking into the college search process, these are just our requirements. Note that This year, we were test optional and did not require either SAT or ACTs. However, we do recommend those for a student who may have already taken this opportunity. We are right on the coalition application, Common App application, and we do have our own personal application. We do not have a preference. Whatever is most convenient for the student is what we will accept. And for a student who may have already received a decision and is looking to enroll at the college, we definitely encourage you to connect with us. Give us a call if you have any questions. We are offering virtual in-campus tour opportunities at this time, and weekend opportunities as well. So if you have not visited, this is something that we encourage you to do. I will share my contact information. Should you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and it was a pleasure speaking with you today.
Great, thank you very much. All right, next up, we have Verto Education, our last and final presentation.
All right, thanks, Dan. And I'm sorry that everybody has to hear my voice last. Those were all really great presentations. So I'll try not to go over here. Okay, and thank you for all of those out there who are sticking with us for this whole presentation. I know we all feel Zoom fatigue. I know I do. So I wish we could do this in person. I wish I could see your faces and talk to you guys, but we'll do it this way for now. So my name's Josh. I work with Verto Education. If you're a student out there who's ever wanted to travel or see the world, the last presentation was particularly exciting to me, and hearing Elsa talk about her University of Madrid was also pretty energizing. So if those two presentations stuck out to you, please pay attention to this one. What we do at Verto is help students start college with a semester or year abroad and get into some really good schools too. So there's a lot of ways that students can use Verto, and I'm going to kind of quickly go through all of them right now. There are 3 pillars to what we do. First, and maybe most important, the best possible first year of college imaginable, traveling around the world, doing things that get you out of your comfort zone and experiencing other cultures and different ways of life and thinking. That's kind of why we exist. Pillar number 2 is admission into college. I'm going to talk about all the schools that we partner with and different ways students can use Verto to further their 4-year plan. And then number 3, affordability. Sorry, those are flipped in this slide, but affordability and accessibility is a big part to what we do, and I'll talk about that as well. We've got 2 types of semesters students can choose: on campus or field semesters. If you're a student looking for a really independent experience, maybe more a traditional study abroad experience, we've got 3 semesters in Europe. Or on the other hand, if you're a student who's looking for maybe a semester that takes you to places you wouldn't normally get to see, traveling throughout communities and places that are unknown to tourists, and you're not super excited to jump right back behind a desk after high school, especially after this year, I'd point you towards our field semesters, and I'll kind of breeze through the different options here. These are the 6 different semesters students can choose to start college at with Verto. In years to come, there will be more dots in this line, so stay tuned. But we'll start with on-campus semesters. We've got a semester in London looking at business, politics, and history. One thing to keep in mind is that these credits will count as gen eds, so you don't have to be a business major to travel to London with Verto. We've got a semester in Milan in Italy. This one's really cool. You actually get to physically be at an Italian university and take your courses there, mainly looking at art history and philosophy. One thing we've really tried to do is make the courses relevant to where you're living. So if you're going to be in Milan, you might as well study art history and philosophy. Doesn't make sense to study, like, I don't know, zoology in Milan. And also it's Italy, so you're going to have a good time. You know, carbs, beautiful architecture. It's a great time. Madrid, I'm not going to talk about Madrid because Elsa did that beautifully. So please reach out to her if you've got questions about Madrid, but we've also got a study abroad semester there too. We have these field semesters, which are very different than our Europe semesters, in that students on these semesters never set foot in a 4-walled classroom. So when they're in Costa Rica, they're traveling with a group of about 25 students to 3 different hubs within the regions, looking at development, history, environmental sciences, earning college credit, but doing things like connecting with local NGOs, doing community visits, jumping on an aqueduct project, living out of base houses with their Verto students and peers. And so again, this is a really great way for people to experience parts of the world that you just might not even know existed. And I'll show you guys some pictures if there's time at the end on about what students actually do. But Costa Rica is a great option for this, as well as Hawaii. So, you know, huge bummer spending a semester in Hawaii, right? I don't have to really talk much more about that. The South Pacific is also a great option for a Verto semester. Students are in 3 countries, Fiji, New Zealand, Australia. They'll actually get to start in Fiji, looking at anthropology, living in these highland villages. Then they'll fly over to New Zealand to study sociology. That's that identity course there. They will finish their semester in Australia doing environmental sciences, in particular doing stuff with wildlife conservation, and you get to work a little bit with the Australian Zoo. Really cool semester here in the South Pacific. We also have an honors program for you high achievers out there. That will be a year-long program taking high-level courses in 3 to 5 countries of your choice. So if you're a really motivated travel buff and you're kind of itching to get out and see the world, this is a great option for you. Reach out if you've got questions about the Change the World Honors Program. We're excited about that for sure. Affordability, big part to what we do. I'm going to quickly go through this as well. You can see the starting cost per semester here. Students typically use Verto as their first semester of college. All of these semesters include your housing and meals in your tuition. So if you're traveling to, let's say, Costa Rica, which starts at $15,000, including housing and meals, it's probably going to save you a ton overall, even before scholarships. That's the idea here. We want this to be accessible. So that's how we approach tuition before scholarships. Financial aid, we've got need-based grants, merit-based grants. You can add Verto to your FAFSA and use federal aid. If you've got external scholarships, you can use that with Verto too. The key here is just talk to us and we'll help you make sure this works financially. I'm going to skip that one because we're short on time. Admission into college. This is a huge, huge part to what we do. So if you're a senior out there watching this and you're kind of still weighing your options or looking for college options, what we've done is partner with about 60 universities across the country, some notable schools you can see down there. The way that this works is students can apply through Verto as they would to any college, and you can simultaneously select what partner school you'd like to apply to. We will get back to you and say, congratulations, you've gotten to Verto, and also you've gotten to whatever partner school you're looking at. So this is a really good pipeline for students into some incredible universities across the country. 2 schools that might sound familiar to you are Pace and Adelphi, who are partners there in New York. But again, we've got 60 across the country that we can offer admission decisions to you from. And it's a free application, so it's not going to cost you anything, which is great. Rolling admission, so no deadlines. Students can apply to Verto and partner colleges at any point during the year. The Verto application you can think of as an application to partner school. So if you select, let's say, Baylor or Adelphi or Tennessee on the Verto partner school list, you don't have to apply to that school separately. You only have to apply to Verto. We've got counselors who can help you decide on the right fit partner school for you. And one really important thing to know is you don't have to apply to a partner school to travel with Verto. We can help you transfer the credits to outside institutions. We do that all the time. We also have a transfer guarantee. So for students accepted into Verto, whether they want it or not, they've got 27 guaranteed admission decisions from universities across the country that say any Verto student who you guys accept into your program, they are guaranteed admission to our university because they understand the value of students who travel and they just, want those really dynamic, focused, awesome students basically on their campuses. So Pace is on there. If you guys have questions, feel free to reach out. Here's some pictures of Verto students in the field. This is their, first semester of college. That's my email, super straightforward. And thank you all.
Perfect. Thanks, Josh. I'm going to welcome back all of our reps. We've only just got a couple of minutes here now. We've got one quick question I'd love to pose to everyone to give our audience some advice as to what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? If we've each got about 20 seconds, that'd be great if we could each chime in. Alicia, if you want to go first.
So some advice I would give is to look at all your options, look at big schools, small schools, schools close to home, schools far away. Think about the experience that you're looking for. And, of course, look at your programs, make sure that you're receiving that quality education like we talked about. But then also look at, the environment that's going to work best for you, because that is one of the reasons that students don't do so well their first year is because they don't feel comfortable. So make sure you find somewhere that's good for you.
Great. Thanks, Jack.
All right. My best advice is to go visit campuses. Get out there, as long as you can do it safely here this summer, especially for juniors to come out and come visit campuses. It's going to be the best way to get a good feel for the school that you're looking at, see if you're a good fit for the institution and see if you can visualize yourself being there for 4 years.
Thank you. Monique?
Yeah, I definitely say the same. Make sure that you kind of research certain schools, look at the programs that they offer, whether you can see yourself on those campuses. And if you have the opportunity, definitely try to talk to some of the students that go to that college, just so that you can hear firsthand from students how they like the experience there and what the school has to offer.
Thank you. Elsa? Okay, maybe Evelyn, do you want to go?
Sure. I definitely echo my colleagues' sentiments. I also think that you should have fun in the process. You don't want to take it too seriously. Just consider all the options that you have available. And I definitely want to buckle down on visiting a campus. That's really when you'll know that it is the place for you.
Perfect. Josh?
Yeah, I kind of just want to steal what everybody else said. So those are all really good. I think I would say that if a specific type of experience is calling to you, if anybody said something today that just kind of stuck with you, just go for it. And all the nitty gritty stuff will typically work itself out if you follow your gut and your instincts. I don't know if that was helpful, but that's how I operate. So yeah.
All great advice. Thank you so much to all of our presenters, all of our college reps and here tonight. To everyone in the audience, just a couple of quick notes. When you close this window, you'll get a very quick 4-question survey that will appear on the screen. And if we could give us a little bit of feedback, that'd be greatly appreciated. We've got 2 more hours this evening. If you'd like to sign up for those sessions, be sure to check out that schedule at stratscan.com/CASDANY. And a recording will be available on that same website of this session and all of our sessions within about a couple of days. Elsa, I want to give you one last chance. Do you have anything to add on that last question?
No.
Okay. All right, perfect. Well, have a great evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night, everyone. Bye.